I am the CEO, owner of an operation that started back in 1998. We began providing payee services in Ohio starting in 2008. We have a staff of 12 individuals that help support us providing services to nearly 1,400 individuals who receive monthly government benefits, either Social Security, veterans, pension, and even some private pay clients. Best way to describe what we do is the benefits for the individuals come to us. We pay their rent, their utilities, then give them what's left over in what we call a Wednesday weekly allotment for their personal needs, giving them all their money for the month, which allows them to have their monies last 30 days. There's approximately almost 90 million people who have someone like SMILE Payee Services or a family member that manages their monthly benefits. And the probably close to 4,000 organizations like SMILE across the country. On an average, we get between 3 and 5 pieces of paper mail monthly for each client. So if you look at nearly 1,500 clients times 4, that's 6,000 pieces of mail we receive each month that we would manually have to open, suffer through a lot of paper cuts, but also have to sort and manage the incoming mail, which was a huge headache. And over the years, I've found several companies who claimed that they could help digitize, but we were never able to get to a point of being in what they would call the beta testing phase. The biggest and most monumental one was actually having a demonstration that the bot, artificial intelligence, could actually do what it was that our staff person was doing. So for one example, we have 68 different checking accounts that our internal auditor would take sometimes up to 2.5 months to be able to download the monthly statements as well as reconcile them. The Nividous bot is able to download the statements in less than 20 minutes. The Nividous bot helps us reconcile each client's checking account on a daily basis, and it also increases the accuracy to 100% of what we call fat finger entries, or sometimes when you're working with numbers, the lines blur together and you may transpose a 7 where a 3 should be and try to figure out where the error is. So the Nividous platform has actually helped us streamline that and help us to identify areas that we have needed to correct for some of our client in our database. The biggest benefit from Nividous has been, as previously stated, the ability to download the checking statements in less than 20 minutes, which took 2.5 months, which is a huge time savings. To be able to work with our internal auditor that the bank accounts can be reconciled on a daily basis within three hours of the Nividous bot starting the process. The Nividous bot also was able to identify some client records that we were no longer providing services to, and we were able to close them out, which provided a monthly savings because our CRM is a per client cost. So having those clients no longer being active actually helped increase the bottom line for SMILE. To have Nividous to be able to work with us, and more importantly, their development team took the time to understand how our business works. versus that they were selling us a product and we never hear from them again. They were actually there step by step during the BRD, business requirements document creation stage, and it made it easier in the exchange of information back and forth because we didn't have a blueprint of how we wanted to digitize our operations. All we know is that we wanted to do so. So the Nividous team was very understanding the skill set of their developers, that we did not have to try to educate them on what it is that we needed to have done. And oftentimes as a nonprofit, when you're trying to work with a vendor, you're having to do most of the work that you're contracting them to do, which seems to beg that one of us is not needed if I have to help you do your work. We would give a requirement or what we wanted to have done to the Nividous team, and they would bring us back something that was greater than what we had realized. So that, I would call that forward thinking ability to put into practice what it was that we were verbalizing without a blueprint to work from. And that was the biggest benefit to us as an organization. I would suggest that what I would say is contact Nividous and be open-ended in what you want to accomplish, and do it as if money and resources were not an issue. Then allow you to be able to expand about what you would like to have happen. Then have Nividous come back and see if they understand what it is that you want to accomplish, and then work together with them, and you realize that this is a conversation that you would wish that you had had years ago, and how much further along your organization would be if you had this partnership involvement with Nividous from day one.